go on chapter 2 on obsessive love. Here you go. So, um, so let's start. Um, I can't remember. I have everything highlighted because I thought it was a really interesting book, and I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm gonna just highlight the most. I'm gonna read the most important parts. Remember, this is a book based on stories from people that went to Susan Forward's practice, which she's a psychologist. So basically, it's like all about stories about her clients. If you want to know about these stories, which are super, super, super interesting, like go ahead and get the book and read it. Like I swear, guys, like amazing. And I will probably just come out like tell you a little bit of some of the stories that I have been doing. So yeah, but I won't read the whole story because it's like a lot. Like they're like, I don't know, it's like the whole book literally it's full of stories. Like imagine. Okay. So let's continue. So on this book we're gonna talk about opening the floodgates. So rejection rejection can open floodgates of emotional pain for anyone. That's kind of true. If you ever got rejected, you might uh, get some emotion out of it, like anger or like sadness, and that means that like we were like rejected when we were little, which a lot of people don't want to accept that. There is a story about this lady that's called, I forgot her name. Hold on, I think it's Nora. Um, yeah, I think it's Nora. But this lady is Asian, so she had a brother, and the brother was very. He was an alcoholic, and he was a trouble guy. And the parents were like so like worried about the kid, so they kind of neglected her and not rejecting. It was more like neglecting, but like eventually her view of that was like rejection. So she became like super 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 obsessive with guys. So yeah, like you can get like all types of emotions, depends on how it got you. So the natural reaction to pain is to do something about it. Healthy lovers do something constructive about the pain of rejection. Though the process might not be easy, they acknowledge they acknowledge their pain, recognize that they are in a non-win situation, and find ways to disconnect from their rejecting lover. I guess like for example, I guess I reacted like that before. Like if the person is like telling me like up front, like I don't like you and I don't love you, like I can accept that completely. But if someone is just giving me like like mixed signals, like I go crazy because I need to know. So most of obsessive lovers cannot disconnect. Instead, they try to do something about their pain by resorting to certain predictable, repetitive behaviors that are either self punishing, oppressive to their targets, or both. So, yeah, I guess like some like it's really sad because a lot of people see these people that actually do these things like, oh, she's crazy or he's a psycho, but we don't know like why they acted like that. Instead of helping them like figure it out, we talk, right? So it's very sad, but yeah. So after that, like we go through like all of these like stories about these um, people, and it says suffering the desperate connection. Some obsessive lovers have a great deal of trouble expressing their anger. Though this is true for obsessors of both sexes, it is especially true for women. who have so often been socialized to believe that showing anger, even in indirect and appropriate ways, is unattractive. That's so true. See, okay, hold on. Suffering has a special role in the obsessive drama. For obsessive lovers, both men and women, suffering provides a last tenuous connection to a death or dying relationship. Suffering allows obsessors to keep their target vividly present, present in their lives. A relationship might be physical over the, but but suffering can prevent it from coming to an emotional end. However, in maintaining this kind of connection, the obsessor gains nothing but pain and postpone to the possibility of taking steps to move on. So that's so true. Like for example, what I was gonna say is like with women, like when we do our like I was in this case like back like long time ago, and yeah, like we tend to like suppress our feelings sometimes, and when we actually wanna show like our true feelings, like we tend to get to like to be like target as crazies, which is really sad to be honest. In addition to minimal connection to the target, suffering also offers obsessive lovers a curious emotional side effect. Nora found that in a strange way, her suffering almost made her feel heroic. Yeah, like I'm not gonna talk about her. I don't, like I want you guys to read this like really bad. Like seriously, it's really really good. So um okay, I'm gonna read this part. Oops, sorry about that. Sorry. When rejection makes obsessors feel that their lives are spinning out of control, they usually see only one course of action to prevent the relationship from ending, or if it has ended, to revive it. The goal of obsessive pursuit is to recapture the interest of the one magic person. Okay, I know someone, it's a male, and he actually told his girlfriend at the time. Anyway, like they lived together for a couple months, and so he realized that he didn't like her, like couldn't live with her, and I'm not sure what was the problem. Like I never actually, I think he doesn't remember because I asked, but he said he forgot. But anyway, he ended the relationship, but they were living together. Like he was living in another country, and then she came to him, and they just like she was just spending time with him because she didn't have her like all her stuff, so they weren't actually living together. They were just trying it, and he said, "You know what? Like I can't like basically like he couldn't live with her, right? He finds out and he tried to end it, and then he went to work, and then basically he told her before he left, I need you to leave. Like when I come back, I hope. I mean, you're gone, right? I don't think he said it like that. Like I think I'm putting this drama, but like he actually told her to leave. But I'm pretty sure he said it like in a nicer way because I know him. So anyway, when he came back, like she was there, and then she didn't want to leave. So it was so like embarrassing for him because like he's like what the heck. Anyway, like this girl like keep wanting him to basically to she pursued him to carry on with their relationship. They keep dating for a couple more months, I think, or a month. I don't remember exactly the time, but eventually like they took a trip, and anyway like she took off, and then he came back to his place, and he broke up with her like on the phone because like he couldn't see her because she just didn't want to leave him. And yeah, like that is a really big sign of obsession. Like if someone tells you to leave and to like but like that, like straight up. Like you leave, you're not gonna stay. Like it's clear, right? Anyway, pursuit tactics. Obsessors try to salvage relationships by resorting to a variety of pursuit tactics, behaviors that are generally excessive, invasive, frightening, and sometimes dangerous. The most common of these, sending unwelcome gifts, flowers, or letters to the target, creating excuses to meet with the target, phoning the target incessantly, driving repeatedly by the target's home or workplace, showing up unannounced at the target's home or workplace, stalking the target, threatening to harm themselves or the target. Some of these pursuit tactics might seem relatively benign, but in fact, they are all exercises in power. Well, yeah, like I know friends that actually have done that, some stuff, not everything, but some stuff. And well, yeah, like I mean, if you do it once or twice, like, and you get the point, like, okay, that's not happening. I get it, like, and you let go, right? I get it if it's like in the beginning of the breakup, whatever. But if after like 3 months, even after a month, if you continue following this person or trying to get him or get her, that's obsessive. Like I get it if it's like after that, like, and you're just trying to be casual. Like I get it, but after like some time, it gets a little creepy. Um, the telephonic lifeline. One of the most obsessors' most common tools for gaining some contact with an unwilling target is the telephone. I'm not referring to an occasional phone call, but to repetitive, relentless phoning. The telephone is often the only means obsessors have left to hear their target voice. Yeah, like, okay, I think that at this point we often this. I think at this point when we're young and like high school, right? And then we break up, whatever. We just want to call and hang up. I think that's childish, and I think we all done that. But I wouldn't call it obsessive. Maybe childish obsessive, but I think we let go of that like really quick because usually like lost love then is like it's easy to forget because you're just dating the next guy or you just like so distracted with something else and that's how it happens. But I think if you're older and you're doing that, that's a little creepy. Like, yeah, I did that when I was in high school and not for a long time, obviously, like maybe like 3 times, and I felt like I was obsessive, and that's all. Um, but I know friends that actually did it for a long time, and yeah, but yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, here you go. They hang up, you see. But like I said, it's usual. Like when you're young, it's like yeah, it's okay, right? Doing that or driving by his house just to see if you see him outside. Um, but but those things like it's only like I said, like you don't want to really see him because or see her because if that happens, if you're driving by and that person is there, she she or he is gonna know that you're like stalking them or something, right? And you don't want to look like that. So I think it's just like I don't know. I think it's just something like feeling close, but at the same time, not. If you wanna see him and you do that without and you don't care if that person is outside the house and they see you, that's weird. That I mean, that's obsessive, obviously. But I think if you just pass by and you don't want them to see you, that's a little different, no? That happened to me, like, but yeah, like you just like I said, if you just do those things like 1 or 2 times, I think it's kind of normal, like you're getting over it. But if after a month you continue doing that, like, okay, you're obsessive. All right, so let's carry on. But he's just talking about I couldn't stop myself. I needed to drive by, or I just have to be near him or her, like, and that's why you're trying to get together, like all of those things, right? That we know. Um, so, and then also she's talking about the stories of these of her clients. So, let go, and obviously, like you just like the obsessor is always feeling like, why did he or she did it to me, or whatever, because they don't want to see the reality, obviously. So, so we are moving to if you. Oh, so yeah, I think so. There's the other one that if you leave me, I kill myself and all that, which is ridiculous. Like at some point you get the point, and there's no point to do that. But yeah, like I guess yeah, like it's really sad. So let me see. Let me read this part. The end justif- the end justifies the means. The end, of course, almost never works out as an obsessor's hope. They cannot force their target to love them, and the means of obsessive pursuit create a punishing, self self perpetuating cycle that makes obsessors feel increasingly desperate and debased. debased. Um, the more obsessors act out, the more they alienate their target. Well, yeah, like the target starts getting like kind of they start getting afraid or like wear out, right? Nobody wants an obsessor, I guess. So, chapter 3. We're gonna do 2 chapters today. I'm so happy. Great. From pursuit to revenge. Uh, so this one starts with a client's little story. Okay, here we go. So most obsessive lovers eventually reach a flashpoint, a point beyond which their frustrations over the failures of their pursuit can no longer be contained. As denial breaks down, the optimist fantastic about reviving the relationship is replaced by a bleak conviction that their target is deliberately ruined by their lives. They become enraged at their own other one magic person for betraying them, for purposefully depriving them of the love they need so badly. Obsessive love might seem doomed in the wake of this fury, but instead, rage stokes their fires of obsessive passion, turning the heat up even higher. When rage and love go hand in hand, rage and love will seem to be di- diametrically opposed emotions, and yet within obsession, they coexist. Rage never completely consumes obsessive love. Instead, the two battle for dominance inside the obsessor. Margaret, Margaret is a patient, bounce between her rage and her love like a big bubble. Even after Margaret found Phil with another woman, she continued to see him for another 6 months. Then she learned that the other woman had actually moved in with Phil. Okay, so um, so yeah, it can like it's funny because some people they get like super upset at their lovers, and then at some point like they're super upset at him, but then they come back to no, I love him or I love her, and yeah, that happens. So it says rage is actually rage is usually anger turned uh, outward towards someone else, while depression is usually anger turned inwards against self. So basically, a rage is like, for example, right? Like, so I'm in my house all upset because he didn't call me, and then my mom will come, and I'll be so upset because my mom will call me, and I'll be so upset at my mom because she's calling me because maybe he can call me, and now she's not calling me, and I need the phone free because I need to be available at all times for him, right? So that's the rage. Now the depression part is that um it's just in me. So I feel sad, I feel all these feelings inside me. I don't get it out to anybody, right? So that's the two different parts. When obsessors turn to revenge, the struggle for dominance between love and rage is finally over. Rage has won. So that's happened. So basically, like when the person is like, oh, so you don't wanna be with me? Okay, fine. So hmm, I'm gonna do this to you, whatever. And they do the worst thing, like I don't know, they uh, poke their tires, their car tires, and then start doing things that are gonna not benefit the guy or the girl uh, financially or any type. So now they're like acting as a rage because they're upset. They feel like they've been betrayed. So revenge is the end of the road for obsessors. It is the point on which they finally give up the crusades to recapture their one magic person and devote themselves to a new goal, punishing the person who has caused them such a pain. Yep, that happens. Emotional violence. Even though, well, this one is about a story. Let's see. Yeah, violence. Okay, violence against property. A target possessions often become symbolic representation of the target to obsessive lovers. Obsessive lovers who believe themselves incapable of physical violence against another person are often shocked at how explosive they can become when they focus their vengeful rage against their target property. When obsessors fixate on a possession that symbolizes their target, it is generally something that is part of the target daily life that the target is particularly attached to, or that had meaning in their relationship. That's what I was saying about the cards and all that. Like, you know. So she keeps going with like patient stories that are relating to this, which there's some super interesting. Like this girl, the Asian girl, like she literally like turned in fire into this guy's apartment, and that was all because like he really wanted to finish it. And also she's the one that said like she was gonna kill herself, and she tried to kill herself, and she would call him, and then she would try to have sex with him and all that. There's another one that I think that guy, yeah, this guy like throw a brick on this girl's car. Um, and I think there's another one that did the car tires thing. Like like it can go really far. There was one that actually wanted to do her like he actually had a gun and wanting. I think he was gonna shoot her. I don't remember why he didn't, but yeah, like it can get really like obsessive. Um, I don't know how far I might go. Some obsessive lovers believe that by attracting object attacking objects that prevent themselves from attacking their target personally, as if attack. Okay, some obsessive lovers believe that by attacking objects, they prevent attacking objects. They prevent themselves from attacking their target personally, as if attacks against property were somehow justified because of their greater crime they derail. So yeah, because they think that I is just the car, better to be the car than her or him, right? Physical violence. In the heat of the obsession, people lose their sense of self, lose their predictability, and do things they never dreamed themselves capable of. Obsessive lovers who resort to physical assaults are so consumed by rage that it often interferes with their ability to function in their lives. Obsessors who try to cause pain to, to others are unconsciously trying to hand off their own pain. Some obsessors lose control and assault their targets only once. Other obsessors with severe character disorders are chronic batterers. Yeah, like also I know a good story. Okay, so this story is from Mexico. So there's this guy. So I used to work in this place. I'm not gonna. Well, yeah, I can say it. So I used to work in this office, and obviously the owner was super rich, and they have like bodyguards and stuff. So one of the bodyguards was like super nice, like this nice guy that you never think that he would do something bad, right? Okay, so one day, anyway, he was dead, and all the people were there, and like somehow uh, there was one person that not knew him really well. Well, everybody knew about this story, but anyway, so he told me that his wife, no, his wife. I don't know if he was his wife. I think it was his wife, his girlfriend. I don't remember, to be honest. But he was very like he had anger issues, and he was very how can I say it, like um he was dangerous. Like he was just like that type of man, like wife beater, basically. Period. And when the wife or girlfriend, whatever, like tried to leave him, like he got really upset that he shoot her foot. Yes, shoot her with a gun because he had a gun because obviously he was a bodyguard, so he had a gun. So when she said, "I'm leaving," and she was gonna walk away, he shoot her. So yeah, so she couldn't leave, and until this point she can't leave because he will probably kill her. So anyway, it gets to that point. It's that sick. It is disgusting, but it is. Yeah, it's horrible, but it happens. Like I when I saw that, and then I kept seeing him after that, I couldn't see him like the same again. Anyway, we did 2 chapters today, and we're gonna leave it here. And I'm gonna show you. We're on chapter 4. Let me show you very well. Hold on, just a second. There you go, chapter 4. So, um, I'll try to make a video tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I've been super busy. Like I haven't had a lot of time, but I'll try to make a video every day. Sorry for that. So yeah, so I try tomorrow, and thank you if you got to this point of the video. Please let me know if you like another type of videos. No, nothing with triggers, because I feel kind of dumb doing them. Like I don't feel like it's my thing. Um, Let me know if you want me just to tell you about the book and not read it. Maybe you like it better because of the consistency of the talking instead of me reading, because I know that my reading is horrible, but this is why I'm doing this, because I'm trying to get better at it. So I'm not just doing this for like doing for you guys. guys, but also for me, because you guys basically by me doing this, I'm doing a lot of things. One, I'm trying to not be shy in front of people. I know I'm not in front of anybody, but doing this and putting it like out there is a lot for me. So doing that, and then especially doing it, knowing that this is like in my second language, and knowing that I'm dyslexic, and knowing that I'm a horrible reader. So I'm just learning. I'm just like trying my hardest to do that. Also, I've been like practicing my pronunciation, and there are some words that I can pronounce in my head perfectly, but when I say it, it sounds horribly. So I'm sorry for that. Anyway, so thank you. If you got to this point, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you like it. I hope this makes you fall asleep. And if you are, I'm so glad. And if you're still awake, thank you so much. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon, wherever you are, and see you until the next video. Remember, don't be as obsessive.